Hey, what's up guys, TechTitan here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin this one, as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. If you enjoy my content, make sure you leave a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on today's video. So today I'm going to be doing my 3-month review and look back at the Samsung Galaxy A02s. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the actual design itself. So this phone is made entirely out of plastic, and that is to be expected. I mean, at the end of the day, this is low to mid-range budget device, right? So you would expect the material to be not the most premium. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. One, the phone is light, and the other thing is Samsung did try and do some machining, which gives it a cool look and a decent grip. And also on the back of the phone, you do have your triple camera setup, which I will be talking about in a little bit, and your LED flash. As for the bottom of the phone, you have your bottom-facing speaker, your USB-C, as well as a microphone, and they do retain, the Galaxy A02s does retain the 3.5mm headphone jack, so that's also a thumbs up from Samsung. One of the things that they skimped out as far as design is the buttons themselves. So the power button and the volume up and down, they are located on the right hand side. However, they're not really tactile or clicky, so they're very mushy. But they function. And also, as far as the display goes, so this is a sub 720p display, so it's HD+. It's a decent quality LCD, bottom line. And as far as the specs go, the actual on-paper specs are the following. So the specs are the following. So you do have an octa-core 1.8 GHz chip, and it is the Snapdragon 450 at a 14nm architecture. This particular variant is a 32 gigabytes, and it does have 3 gigabytes of RAM. You do have different options if you get it unlocked. So you even have an option where it does have 16 gigabytes of storage and 1 gigabyte of RAM, which is highly not recommended. And you do have an option with 64 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM. Of course, that's going to run you more money. All right, and as far as the actual usability, so the day-to-day tasks, it's smooth, it's fast enough, right? Don't expect to play heavy demanding games or even download apps that use a lot of processing power or GPU power. It's going to function, but it's going to be annoying and it's going to be frustrating, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as the speaker, I'm going to let you guys hear the speaker and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Okay, so the speaker is kind of loud, but it does distort at highest volume. The mids and highs are okay, they're fine, right? Again, just goes back to the original point that they're functional, right? They're functional, they do what they're supposed to do, and that's about it. So keep your expectations at that. Now, as far as the triple camera setup, the specs for that is the following. So you do have a 13 megapixel standard wide sensor. You do have a 2 megapixel macro sensor as well as a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Without going into too much detail, the story is this. Right, this camera is gonna lack detail, it's gonna lack sharpness, it's gonna lack dynamic range, but it's functional and it works, and under good lighting conditions, expect some pretty usable shots. And that's the summary behind the camera. If you want to see an actual more in-depth camera, let me know. If you want to see more sample pictures, they will be posted on my Instagram as soon as this video is published. So make sure you check it out. I'll leave my Instagram in the description below. And overall, as a summary, this phone is, the main story behind this phone is that for around $100, you can get a functional phone, and a phone that is, while not the highest spec or the greatest phone out there, it's definitely a phone that is worth the money and then some, right? For $100, you cannot go wrong with this phone. And I definitely recommend it if you're in the market for a phone under $100. So not the greatest premium materials, but still a solid design, solid display, a usable camera, and usable processor, and usable specs. So yeah, with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. Please make sure you leave a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for the support.